for confronting my brother's brother-in-law after he lied about me, even though it cost me my relationship with my brother. This happened years ago, but it still eats at me and I want an outside perspective. When my brother got engaged to his now wife, we got along fine. She asked me to be a bridesmaid and I said no. It wasn't personal, I was young, broke, and working nights and weekends at an hourly job. Being a bridesmaid would have meant taking a lot of unpaid time off for events. I simply couldn't afford to attend. I explained this and thought that would be the end of it. Instead, my brother and his fiancée turned my no into a huge issue. It became an ongoing conflict that I tried to avoid and ignore rather than escalate. Months later, I went to a hockey game with my boyfriend. I didn't speak to anyone I knew there. I later found out that my sister-in-law's brother, who I barely knew, I'd spoken to him maybe once. I was 23 and he was around 35 at the time, was also there. Without my knowledge, he took a photo of me and my boyfriend from far away and sent it to my brother. He then told my brother a whole story about an interaction that never happened, claiming he tried to say hi and that I was rude or dismissive. I didn't even know he was there. There was no interaction. Nothing. When I found out months later, I was furious, not just that he lied, but that he took photos of me in public and made up a narrative about my behavior. I couldn't understand why a grown adult would do that. So I got his number and called him directly and confronted him. Instead of backing down or clearing it up, he doubled down and continued lying to me about what happened. After that, everything exploded. Somehow I became the problem, not for the lie, not for being followed and photographed in public, but for confronting him about it. My brother cut contact with me entirely. We haven't spoken in 10 years. The only good thing is my mom and mostly everyone didn't believe him. The only one that do are my brother and his wife. What still messes with my head is this. No one ever seemed upset about the lie itself, or the photo, or the fact that a 35-year-old man was monitoring and reporting on me. The unforgivable act apparently was that I confronted him. To this day, this situation drives me crazy.